Well, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday night's Radical Race Series. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are green, green, green for heat number 1, lap 1 of 12. Buson's managing to hold on just about. He's got to try and go around the outside of turn number 1. Paul LeMay did get the jump right at the beginning. He got off the line rather well. Phil Glover and Jamie Bird. That is why you don't want to do that. And that is one of the end results as well.
Meantime, Seth Brown has had Luke Crowley back up the inside of him.
Oh,
he just put
Don Charles.
No. Oh dear. Our newbie has just gone around.
Phil Glover with the ever fast looming Seth Brown tucked in right behind him. So he's doing a stunning job down in 7th there, trying to chase down. Oh, that's not going to help. Seth Brown in that SR10. This is Phil Glover's opportunity to try and hold on. He opens up the inside line. There goes Phil. Adios. See you later.
As Luke Crowley trying to go through at turn 8 around the outside of George Gonzaga. That's never going to work on a month of Sundays.
We've got Phil Glover and Seth Brown. Glover still holding with Seth. It's quite quick through turn 4 is Phil.
Phil Glover, oh my goodness me, through at turn number 8. He tried to keep around the outside. He's got the inside line.
Phil.
In.
Too much. Crowley closing in on Gonzaga. Is he going to be able to get through? That's going to be the question. Well, he pulls out to the left. Unfortunately for Gonzaga, it looks like it could be job done going into the turn. No, Gonzaga hangs it out around the outside of turn number 8. Paul LeMay is going to come over the line. He's going to take the victory in race number 1 in a dominant fashion. 4.7 fashion there. Mike Buson's going to come alive in 2nd. Gonzaga's just about to hang on from Crowley with Bird. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, race 2. 4 lights, 5 lights. It is green, green, green. Charles gets the car off the line and leads going down into turn number 1. Phil Glover managing to hold on to that 2nd place. Seth Brown, Jamie Bird running side by side into 2. I'm not entirely sure this is a good idea here. Nope. Bird does back out and decides not this time around, but at the moment, Don Charles leads the way as these guys rocket off through 3. And before they head down into Moss, Charles got off the line well there, Alex, I think, and at the end of the day he had to do that because the others, like this 2 behind Seth Brown and Jamie Bird, are going to be coming at him thick and fast.
Bird and Jamie Bird has possibly had his evening Weetabix at the moment as Mike Buson fires it up the inside of George Gonzaga going across the line. And yeah, Paul might just be using a little bit of a strategy here. This is a longer race.
I'm interested to see how long he's going to wait here because he is tucked up behind Buson. They are near enough running side by side. Buson there with Gonzaga. This is going to be the draft train effect led by Phil Glover because he's just going to get robbed. Bird almost tried the inside line as well, and Phil Glover did still lose 2 places in 1 corner.
Well, when you've got Don Charles being chased down by the very, very visible Seth Brown, it's not when... No! Poor old Don Charles.
Not entirely sure what Jamie Bird has gone and done. He's lost the back. Bro, that ain't stopping. Good luck. Stay out the barrier if you can. No, you can't, unfortunately, for Jamie Bird there.
And Luke Crowley again. Oh, that's brave coming out of 8. And he's back in, and Phil's lost it now. Oh, he had the get out of jail free card with that one, didn't he? And what has this done? This has now brought Paul LeMay up into 4th, halfway through the race on lap 10, and Paul just absolutely firing it like a guided ICBM missile, picking his moments. And sometimes some people will use the desperation, some people use the urgency, and as I say that, Paul has just made a big old mess of what that was.
Don Charles, and as well, Don did go in and get some repairs done, but then he's had another off.
It's going to be
he just can't stop.
Yeah.
Look, his brakes locked, everything, bang.
Here at Motorsport is that if you are over a second behind us, that was a hip check from Paul on Phil. Paul LeMay's just done a 1 minute 12.760. That's his fastest lap of the race on lap 7. He's on the loud pedal.
Yeah. They've just got to be sensible, I think, because it's going to be interesting to see how these cars react when they start doing these longer runs. Don't think they're going to be a massive problem, but the track temperature is 83 degrees Fahrenheit, which is quite toasty. But Paul LeMay putting pressure on Gonzaga now.
As George has a problem going into turn 8. Look, the overspeed from Paul is carrying him round the outside into turn number 8 and through. As we're pretty much we're coming up to halfway through as George has come into pit lane.
Oh. I don't know what he did there. I don't know. That wasn't any form of pit stop, but what as Busson's chasing down Brown, 10 laps to go now. And these guys going through turn number 4.
So it's going to be nip and tuck here going into turn number 8 round the outside. Yep, Busson does exactly the...
Brown can't get there. Busson covers him off. Coming into the right-hander. Now through the left-hander. Busson manages to hold on. Brown cannot get through here. Get here, Seth. He's going to force you to go round the outside. He does start pulling out now. Seth Brown, is he going to be able to sweep in? Busson knows he's got to send it in deep to cover her off Brown. Now they're going to go side by side into 9. Is Busson going to be strong enough to hold the inside for 10? He is. But look at Crowley now. He's going to come down the start line. He almost got Brown. Brown's trying to fish around for the drop from Busson to keep him in front of Crowley there, Alex. I can't. Oh, however. Oh, Seth Brown in the wall.
Pin ball on this particular occasion. Oh, mama.
Oh, his turn is sliding already. The car's unsettled. Is he going to be able to get it rotated round? Nope. Them spins are the worst because they're so meh. They're so slow and awkward that no matter what you do, you power out and you go round faster. You brake and you still go round. There's just nothing you can do about it. Jamie Bird there will probably look back at that and go... that Crowley's close enough, and if Busson can hold it for this final lap, well, he would have done a blinking good job, I can tell you that much. Well, we're going to find out as these guys come up the last time up the Andretti. Busson's got to decide where he's going to go. He sends Crowley round the long way. They start getting a little bit of argy-bargy. Mike side by side with Crowley. He's got to send it in deep, Mike has here. He knows this. He's got to hope that car sticks. Crowley leaves him room on the inside. Through turn 9, Crowley's backed out just a little bit. It's going to be Mike Busson over the line as well. Final lap run. Busson, is he going to grab it? He does grab it right at the line from Mike Busson. Wow, that was a finish and a half.
When you got side-by-side action, you can see here that on the replay, Luke is about the length of a front splitter ahead. Then Mike going into the left-hander at 9 is about a car length ahead. So Luke decides, well, you know what? I'm going to try and do the old crisscross, which means he switches the car to the outside, tries to cut through the apex a little bit better. But you know what? Credit to Luke for giving it a go.
Yeah, absolutely. Here are the results of race number 2. Mike Busson is your winner by 300ths of a second. Luke Crowley in second, Paul LeMay in third, then Phil Glover, George Gonzaga, Jamie Bird, Seth Brown, Dom Charles and Damien G, of course, finished further down. One hell of a battle, says Shade 79. It definitely was that.